Hello ladies, gentlemen and everything in between, and welcome to what should hopefully be a different looking video. I now have bought a little GoPro. It's a Gen 3 Hero Plus. Going to be doing the Vanos sealing kit because, as stated in an earlier video, we assume this is an issue and it might as well be replaced. We know this is a weak point in this generation of BMW motors, so let's crack on. Mind you, I'm sure everyone's saying your bald spot.
I'm fine.
Okay, so first part of taking out the Vanos kit is taking all of this off. Mainly the two covers, all of the, what are they called? Ignition coil packs. And then taking this main cover off to expose the unit.
You do realise if mum buys this, that means that everybody's got European cars, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, this is an American car. What do you mean?
All the way from Europe.
No, this was built in America. Remember?
This wasn't.
The Z3 was built in America. Remember, there was like their whole thing was this was built in that one plant, the only BMW not built in England or not built in Europe.
Are you sure?
If I remember the wiki thing correctly, yeah.
I'm fairly sure this particular one was actually built in Germany.
I could run the plates, I suppose, for the VIN.
Well, I think it was built in Germany. There was something, I saw something somewhere.
I mean, having a German sticker in it from a German brand doesn't mean much. Okay, that's all the bolts out. It is cut out.
Well, that's lifted out, isn't it?
Yeah, oh, that's what I need to do. Oh, yum. Yeah, this is definitely an oil area. No, I'm going to go in the gasket. There we go. Ooh, yes.
That is fucking disgusting. Oh my god.
So it's just got a plastic rocker cover.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
No, that's all plastic.
well, that's too, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. It's easy to mould. It'll be that glass reinforced plastic.
Yeah.
My biggest concern right now, looking at this engine, lift off. No, that's gasket seals. What's this?
Yeah.
That, when we put new oil in, it's going to go through the new oil.
Yeah.
That can come off if we can get it off.
Once that comes out,
yeah.
I look like it.
There you go.
There you go.
Let's get that out because that can get bloody cleaned up in one blast as well. But all this shit,
Yeah.
this is just this is what's coming on as neglect. The neglect we're seeing, because this has been neglected so long. See, there's dark colour in here.
Burnt.
Yeah. This, I mean, it's
Is
not
it
bad.
smooth?
Yeah, the smooth.
Oh, it's
There's no
smooth.
wear ridges, so that's good. But the condition of it is just terrible. Shit, so this is new. So what's the chains like? And the chains are good.
Yeah, they're the timing chains. Yeah. Because that's cool. Like, there isn't a huge timing chain. It's just two little ones.
So it comes up on that and then goes on to that. But look at this. It's just fucking hell.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not smart, like. Put it on your bread, you wouldn't realise.
Literally. So yeah, that's a perfect candidate for a real good clean up, isn't it?
So this was the crap we were talking about. This pretty caked on. I assume that looks good. And like here. It is actually wet though, still.
Oh yeah, it's because the oil's just been drained out. So that's the gasket. And the gasket doesn't look too bad, it's still got its flexibility. It's a bit hard around there where the bolts go through, but that doesn't matter. This is the seal.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Well, to carry on, we've got these two solenoids. One here, because dual Vanos, intake and exhaust. I would assume that'd be intake.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is a ring on here.
Other way.
Yeah.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Yeah, but it's backwards as well. Sure?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because I'm looking at it from the back.
Yeah. You've got to be careful of that because it's a hollow bolt and it will shear.
Yeah. I wasn't on very tight.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be. Now, there are those two O-rings on that, so you need to be careful when you pull that off.
Yeah.
That's a banjo bolt.
Banjo bolt. And that allows you to get oil in and through. I'll put that into that one. And then that's your oil line into the Vanos system. That was a lot of solid. Why?
Fucking stay of it.
Yeah, so this is owned for the best part of 20 years?
It's only for a while.
Yeah, well it's a 2000.
Even so.
Huh?
Even so.
Yeah, so 20 years by a single person who realistically doesn't know what they're doing.
So what this hasn't got is the connector for that front fan, isn't it?
The front fan?
Yeah, the one that's in here.
The auxiliary fan.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Just use that.
Just using that.
Yeah.
Like, so they're getting rid of that fan belt one,
Yeah.
putting in a thermometer switch for this, because this is good enough to cool it.
Yeah. Well, that's what we'll do then. If that seems to be working for people, then we'll
Yeah,
do
and then
that.
you just put a thermo switch down in this pipe here, on the
Yeah.
cold side, weirdly.
Did you put it in the cold side or the hot side?
They say the bottom of the radiator.
Okay.
So what's happening is in here, these are held in by two of these. Probably on the top. These are HW8, so hex 8mm, and they have a little plastic cap in each one. That one doesn't have a plastic cap in it. Only one plastic cap in this one apparently, special model.
Hey?
Only one plastic cap apparently, special model.
No cap?
Doesn't feel like it. If there is,
Yeah, there's one in there.
it's crushed way down.
Yeah. There's this one back in the bag. So I think what's happened there is it's in the yeah, the piston's back. Because that piston is right away back there. So these just slide in.
I think they're just
They've got
crushed.
little teeth.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
I
just
see.
basically pushed in.
Yeah. I just said we were replacing them, so. There we go. Well, look at that there is supposed to be an O-ring.
That's basically just like an oil seal sort of
Yeah.
deal. For reference, we were judging on based on that.
It should be. See those round things there? It should be that. Round, not flat.
Yeah. It's not pretty.
Not particularly tight. Once you've got these out, at that stage, then you can undo all the bolts around the side and pull the whole thing off the front of the car.
Yeah. Have we done the coolant on? No, that's fine.
Again?
So have we done the coolant on this? No, it was fine.
No, I've actually checked the level on it. It was way too full, so I've reduced the level down to where it should be. But there's a little stick thing in there which is, if you read the instructions on it, it says, oh, it does this, and when you actually have it in there, it doesn't. So I don't know what that's all about.
And one Vanos.
You have to soak this, just get the loose stuff off. You can see it's already shifting off
Yeah.
on the edges here. This might take some more aggressive cleaning.
So this is the actual Vanos unit. That's the intake, that's your exhaust. The exhaust has a spring in it. Intake does not. And that's 5 and 4 10 mils. Also cleaned up, that's the inside. BMW logo, Siemens Tools logo. Not amazing. It could definitely be worse. Like, there's no floating chunks of stuff. And the piston walls feel pretty smooth.
Then also you need to set that for taking off and give it a waz.
Oh, waz, huh?
A waz. Okay.
24mm bolt. A not very secure dappy gun. That's just spinning it. There you go. Got it? Yep. And to gently tighten it a little bit more. Let's have a washer on the bottom of it, watch out. So you got a big thick washer. Oh, this has actually had a second one of these.
Yep.
This looks like it's actually had the anti-rattle thing done before. It's got the big block there.
Well, that is a standard fit, but if you bang it on the, so don't bang it on the inner. They're standard fit, but the I think what happens with them on the mainly the 3 litre engines, power plants, is they wear, you know, where these rub in to do this sort of thing. And why that would be a thing, I don't know. Maybe they're not hardened properly from the factory or something. No thunder, it says.
And I couldn't hear it because I was right next to that.
Hmm?
I can hear it because I was right next to that.
Right, I've cleaned that gunk off of there, and that's what they should look like. So doing that, if nothing else, doing that was a good thing to do.
That and that. Okay, give this a quick clean. Oh, it feels dodge.
If they can sell this for 20 bucks, it makes you wonder how much profit they're making on this stuff.
That's got juice. No, it doesn't.
This is a mineral, isn't it?
Hmm?
This is a mineral. Yeah, that's fine. That's actually good. That's getting worse.
Hmm.
Ah, so them's your issues. Definitely worth a job worth doing. Look at the state of that. That's not even fucking square.
What trap is
That is well rooted.
So, gaskets there.
Shit over all around it first.
Yeah, see if it'll fit at all.
No, you won't do. You have to wiggle it. You be real careful not to pinch the Teflon. That's why they've got this wedge, is to guide it in.
Yeah.
That goes that way around.
Yeah.
So you do that with a pushing rock at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, no, hang on a minute, hang on a minute. What you need to do, first of all, is actually... can I go a sec? So what I'm basically doing is pushing it hard into the...
Yeah. Seating it properly.
So you put it in a slight angle and then you tip it down. No, is it the right way around?
It can only go that way around. This way it doesn't go.
Okay, cool.
Definitely doesn't go up this way.
Yeah, no, that's okay. So I saying you just did that rolly thing I was doing just now to... Right, before we do that one, put that one on there. So that's all buttoned up and you don't have to worry about it.
So the gaskets are keyed. Got a small tab in there. That goes that way. Spelling logo matches.
It's going to be... Okay, go. Next one.
There we go. So the tab comes out into the centre then. A little sticky out bit there.
So what we do is you get that in, do something, get it in this angle, then you hold it down and I'll slide this over the top. So this will end up basically, yeah, like that.
I might want to try and go through this. That's right. Just rotate it over here.
Oh, that's... Something's not right.
Oh yeah.
Orientation form. Must be that.
Yeah.
Push down and double screw. This guy comes up, this is a ute. He does 2 gear changes, maybe a third time he gets to it. He's going quite fast. Judging by the noise the engine's making, it's either a tuned V6 or it's a tuned V8.
It's probably what is it? Oh, Courier. Probably for Courier. You know the one that Elliot has, like the white ute?
No, it's not. It's a Mitsu or something.
Ah.
But he's 200 inches swap on it. And I think he's actually got a diesel gearbox, which is why
It revs so quickly.
Yeah, revs so low, but it's going so fast because of high gauge.
Yeah, high. So that's on now. So all of these, which are 10s. Right, unfortunately, the camera died at some point. Since then, got the 8 bolts or whatever it is around the outside. Put the banjo bolt back on. Every pack almost just hit the ground. It's fine. So banjo bolts in. That's back on the lifting point. And this is back in. We've got the Torx bolts that go all the way back there in. So they're in now. Now it's just the plastic caps that go on top of those. And then these big boys. The actual T30s or whatever they are. Why can't I hold all these coils? Yep. That's making a noise which it wasn't before.
Does it have an oil pressure gauge on it? Yeah.